It's been a minute since I last talked about the AYANEO Next 3. That device was originally announced a couple months ago, around the same time the GPD Win 5 and the 1X Player Apex 1, whatever that thing was called, all functionally being the same idea, bringing the most powerful system on a chip we've ever seen, that being the Ryzen AI 9 Max 395. Bit of a mouthful. But the reason why this was so just amazing was because it uses that amazing chipset, combined with the most powerful integrated graphics we have ever seen, the AMD RX 8060S, with its slightly less good variant, the 8050S, which both chipsets are honestly amazing. We're talking full, almost desktop level performance in a PC handheld. The downside that you might be anticipating though is power. These things are power-hungry chips, needing like 85 watts, which in the most traditional PC handled form factors isn't exactly easy to do, necessitating a full laptop-sized battery, which have been the only form factor we have seen when it comes to chips, at least up until fairly recently, of this style. And when we got all these announcements, we were super excited, but the one we knew the least about was the Next 2. But it was the one a lot of people were the most excited about because AYANEO has been the most well-respected and just simply has some of the best industrial design we've ever seen in the PC handheld space. But they're known also for being very expensive. But we've finally seen a ton of information finally drop about the AYANEO Next 2. Basically all the specs, the design, the refinement we've seen, and most keenly whether or not, much like its sort of forebears in this instance, are going to be using all detachable batteries. Importantly, the Next 2 is an integrated battery system. Though I am a little concerned about that for one main reason we'll get into later. Before we get into that though, I will run us through the design and the specs. And starting off, this thing is dual touchpads just like the Steam Deck, though I am upset from the initial renders we've seen they were going to be two square style trackpads, which in my opinion, the best. These are two round style trackpads, and I'll be honest, I am not a huge fan of that. I don't like them round, I don't know why, I don't think it will pose any functionality changes, I just prefer a square shape instead of a round shape for my trackpads. It has one of those flat disc style D-pads, which I'm not a huge fan of, but apparently they're very good for fighting games, which is nice, I guess. The only fighting game I play is Smash Brothers. Even still, that is a fairly casual experience, and also doesn't really use a D-pad. But as long as it's good enough for navigating menus, I'm sure it will be fine. It has dual analog sticks, obviously, with RGB ring around it. I will be turning that immediately off. There are Hull effects, they're very ergonomic design-wise, and has your traditional shoulder buttons and triggers, and rear back buttons for all of those people who find that very interesting. I personally hate them, because I just end up touching them all the time. They're not bound to anything, so it's not causing any issues, but I just can't stop pressing them. The Steam Deck is a big culprit of that. Like, I just get so distracted just pushing the buttons when I'm thinking. I just would prefer them not to be there. It has a whopping 9-inch display, OLED mind you, at 2400 by 1504 resolution. It's a bit of a weird resolution. I think it's trying to be like 1440p, but in a 16:10 aspect ratio, which is fairly normal, but that's usually like 24 by 1600 or something like that. This is a little bit weirder of a resolution. It's fine, but I don't think it's going to cause any issues. And unlike other devices we've seen in the past that come with 1440p-ish screens, you're actually going to be able to run games at that resolution. The screen also has a switchable refresh rate of 60, 90, 120, 144, and 165. Comes at a peak brightness of 1100 nits, which is absolutely stellar. And of course, it's using the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. It has an 85 watt TDP, dual fans, which is very nice for cooling, and the main thing that might be concerning for some people, I don't know if it's a measurement difference, but it has a 115 watt lithium ion battery, no swaps needed, all internal, much like a normal traditional PC handheld. None of this external battery pack with the GPD Win 5 and the 1X Fly Pro, whatever the hell that thing is called. This is a all-encompassing device. like any other PC handheld. But there is a caveat with this though that might actually bother some people. This is 115 watts. The legal limit you can take on a commercial flight is 100 watt of lithium-ion battery pack, which is going to be fine for most other things, having your laptop, your phone, your Switch, your Steam, whatever you're bringing with you on a flight, no issue. This exceeds the legal limit by 15. You have to get a special dispensation from the FAA or whatever governing body and be actually legally allowed to take this on a flight. Granted, I don't think anyone's going to chump check you on the battery size in your PC handheld, but it's a bit of an issue if they do figure that out, because, like I said, it's illegal to take a battery larger than that onto a commercial flight. And I don't know how they're, first off, going to ship this thing. Two, I don't know how people are going to be okay with not being able to take their brand new, amazing, expensive handheld on a flight. One of the most obvious places you would want to utilize a device like this. Pretty much any advertisement for things like the Nintendo Switch always shows somebody playing it on a flight. You can't do that with this. Maybe. I don't know if their measurements is just different or if it's incorrect, but it is what we currently know beyond the legal limit. Unless the limit has changed since I last checked. I googled it before this video and it says on their website no larger than 100 can be on your carry-on, and anything larger requires special dispensation or permission for the otherwise. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Leave a comment down below, but this could become an issue for some people who are frequent flyers. It is also entirely possible this could end up being exclusive to the Chinese region, which could have very different laws governing this issue. Either way though, this is a really cool device, and if you could get your hands on it, it is incredibly powerful. There are so many unique features, and this is a very beautiful looking device. And combining it with the new Xbox full screen experience, you could have on your hands one of the best PC handhelds on the market. We don't currently know anything about availability, we do not know anything about pricing, but given that this is an all-encompassing, uniform device, no battery swapping, no shrinking, this is a massive 9-inch screen that is OLED. So this could very well exceed $2,000, which would be incredibly disappointing, but makes a ton of sense if you want the creme de la creme, the best thing on the market, which is fine, but I'm still not sure how I feel about it being that expensive. I would have preferred making the compromise of having a smaller device, because yes, maybe 7 inches is too small, but I think 9 inches is too big for a PC handheld, because you start veering into the message of being portable, falling a little flat at 9 inches, because you're a few inches away from just being a gaming laptop. And if you're spending almost what could potentially end up being like $2,500 on a PC handheld, the argument of portability in this instance matters less and less because that it's so freaking big. And again, the laws and rules and regulation around its battery being a potential issue, you're probably better off buying a significantly faster gaming laptop. But this is the pinnacle. This is the Halo tier product that proves what we can achieve in the most highest quality possible on the go gaming. And for what it's worth, it is really cool. And I am super excited. I can't wait to see this thing when it fully is out. But there are just a few concerning factors, as I stated before. I would love to hear what you guys think though. Are you excited for the next two? Are you planning on purchasing one when pricing and availability is announced? I would love to hear what you guys think about this down below. Members on screen now, big shout out to them and all their support. If you don't want to become a member and you still want to support the channel, there's a affiliate link down below for the GPD store. If you want to buy the device of your dreams with the $395 plus, you could already buy the GPD-15, and on their site you can use my code JustSomeJacob50 in my affiliate link down below. I make a little bit of a kickback on anybody who purchases with my link, and it goes a long way in helping support the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All the other social media garbage down below, and last but not least, have a wonderful day.